Fridays at 5 p.m. all the way to Mondays at 5 a.m. is the perfect time for you to begin to work on your business. That is 60 hours. If you are broke, stuck, or complaining about your lack of momentum when it comes to your business or when it comes to your life in general, what you do in those 60 hours dictates the rest of your life. While everyone else is maybe going out partying, drinking away their paycheck, to forget that they even have to go back to work on Monday, you need to use those hours to begin to build a life that you desire to have for your future, that you dream to have for your future, to build a life that you don't need to escape from. The reality is that Friday night, most people say, oh, it's my end of my week, my work week, and it's time to begin to enjoy my time off, my time on the weekend that I get to rest. You didn't earn a night off if you're still struggling and still having the same feeling of being tired and just being tired of being tired. Like famous David Ramsey says, right? If you're tired of being tired, begin to put in the work. Friday night is for building systems. Friday night is for building your skills. Friday night is for doing the social media posts that you need to do, editing the video, creating the video, doing outreach. When your competition is distracted, going out there partying the night away, you are in-house. You are in your house and you are sitting down focused on the task at hand. Don't use the weekend just to simply enjoy your time off. Although it is okay to enjoy some time off, it is extremely important for you to put in the work during the weekend. It's not days off. It's days to build the future that you want to have for your family and for yourself. Real quick, if you are spending your weekends building your empire while everyone else is sleeping, if you are that guy that got the grit, that got the work and the desire to get ahead in your life, you are my kind of people. Hit that subscribe button and let's keep grinding. When it comes to your business and the time that you have on your weekends, try to build up systems that can help you dedicate time to specific things and whatever needs you have when it comes to your family, when it comes to yourself, when it comes to anything that you have to do throughout your day. Set up a box. And for example, one of the things that helps me a lot is I always say on the weekends, I'm going to put this many hours. Let's say I'm going to put 4 hours in on Friday and on Saturday. And I'm going to put those 4 hours, I'd split it up. 2 hours in the morning, I put in hard work, and then 2 hours at some point later, I put in hard work. And if I have to slip in some time for my family, then obviously I do it accordingly to that, right? So sit down, separate blocks of time that you can begin to separate. So for working hard on your business, and maybe you could even put in some minutes or hours putting in work that you can sit down while you're chilling, doing something else, right? It doesn't have to be always deep focused work, although that is the most important time for you to dedicate and just focus entirely on that. It is also good to put in maybe a few extra time on whatever task maybe don't require as much attention as you would generally need. I personally have to do this all the time because I am someone that has a family, has to dedicate time to his partner, to his children, and to his job in general. So sit down, begin to separate blocks of time so you can be productive with your time and not waste the weekends of time where you have hours and hours where you're not working and you can dedicate time to the business and the future you want to begin to develop. Remember that the time you dedicate to your business is that much faster that you will begin to get and accomplish the goals that you want for your future. Almost anyone that works, whether it is having a business or whether it is your 9 to 5 job and you're an employee, anyone that has worked understands that Sundays, one of the unfortunate things that comes with it is that most people are already dreading the fact that Monday is coming. And one of the realities is that when you're starting a side business on top of whatever you're doing as a job, or if you have a business in general, one of the things that ends up happening on Sundays is that you're afraid or you're worried about all the things you're gonna now have to do during the week because of the fact that there's so much to do and you're focused on outreach and you're focused on social media and you're focused on so many different aspects of what you have to do during a week that the weekdays are something that you need to very much prepare for. So use days like Sunday, use days like Saturday, use days like Friday to begin to allow yourself to be able to prepare for all the work that you can avoid on the weekdays. You can now focus on the weekend. And what I typically do is I focus the hardest work, like it comes to editing videos, when it comes to producing videos, I focus on the weekends. And then the work that has to do with scheduling the video, I do it during the weekdays. The work that has to do with just, me brainstorming, I don't necessarily focus on the weekends for that, because I can sit down and I can just focus for 30 minutes, an hour, brainstorming on my own and on during the weekdays, and I can begin to still be able to do everything I have to do in the weekdays and still accomplish the goals I want to accomplish. So what am I saying with that? I'm saying separate the hardest part for the weekend and separate the things that are a little bit easier for the weekdays, because you're typically working during hours that you're tired on the weekdays, while on the weekend you're resting, you don't have to work, you're not as tired, and you're able to be much more productive and accomplish much more. Plus, your brain just works a lot faster, in my opinion. That's my experience. My brain just works better and faster during the weekends because of the fact that I am not having to be at work and have to get home and have to work on stuff, or wake up early and wake up to have to get the kids ready, and all of the things that I have to do during my weekdays. Prepare for what is to come during the weekdays and the weekends. Put the weekends as your crunch time, not the time to rest, the crunch time for you to work and put in the grit so that you can accomplish the things you want to accomplish in your life. Your weekend is your weapon. Your weekend is your bridge to be able to get to the other side in your life and be able to accomplish the things you want to accomplish. So don't waste it. Drop in the comments what maybe you have done, or maybe what you are going to do, so you can begin to take advantage of the weekends that you have, the time you have there, because it is gold. It is the thing that will take you to the next level. Why? Because in order to take this business further, it is always going to depend on the time you dedicate on it. So dedicate time to your business on the weekends, and that way you can begin to accomplish so much more, so much faster. Give it a like, drop something in the comments of your story of all of this. And again, remember, if you are interested in something that has to do with an entrepreneurship journey, I am going through my entrepreneurship journey. If you're interested in starting a business, or you have started a business, follow this page, because we are going to go over topics that are going to be extremely beneficial to you. Take a look at some of the other videos or some of the shorts as well. And remember, hit the subscribe. And don't forget, your path to freedom is here.